We're going to get started here. Get excited with me. Come on now, turn on your belief. Coach Santos, Stockton, California. We are excited. The hour of power. This is your solution live. I said live. So I'm going to invite you to make sure that you bring a pen. I hope you've invited a friend. Get in your car. I know we're not in the studio today, but we can still work it out. I'm trying to figure this thing out here because I'm actually using an iPad today. And I'm listening to a friend of mine's beat. Let me see where the camera is. I hope that I can... iPad. I know there's a... Okay, there it is. I found it. Okay, we're live. We're going to be here for about 30 to 40 minutes. I hope Coach Jim joins us tonight on this broadcast. Of course, like I said, we are having... we're having problems with Wi-Fi. Good evening, Jim. I see you there, buddy. So we're going to make this broadcast fast, sweet, and I hope you can see me testing. Can you guys see me? Testing 1, 2, 3. This is podcast number 206. So make sure you get inside, put your seatbelt on, strap on nice and tight, turn off your distractions, okay? You don't want to turn them on. What you want to do is you want to turn on your belief, right? Turn on your belief. So turn off your distractions and get ready to, hey, let's have a little fun here. We're going to be talking about what is your problem. Now, understand that's just the topic, okay? We're going to get into this and you'll understand we're not picking on your problem specifically, but we are going to deal with that subject of what is your problem? What does it mean? And where does the word problem, where does it even come from? What does it really mean, the word problem? So we're going to get into that. We got a Bible verse here, 1 Chronicles 29. And hopefully you guys can ask a question. Come, please. And by the way, if you're new, you're not soldier scribe to this mission, Coach Jim is usually on the air. He's not going to be able to come on the air today because, again, we're going to do this via YouTube only. And... so Coach Jim is with us, and I know that he can answer some questions there, so we can get excited about that. We got that. What else have we got? If you're new, make sure that you're soldier scribe, turn your notifications to all, and please remember this. If you feel supported, listen, my friend, this is very, very important. If you feel supported and you want to participate in something bigger than all of us, bigger than myself, contribute to this mission. We're doing some really great things and we're reaching a lot of young people. And I hope that maybe we can meet some of those people. We can bring them into this community. 1 million souls. 1 million. No gambling permanently. Imagine drilling that. No permanent. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be. You know, I was thinking about this earlier. Let me get this because I can get talking real quick. But, you know, if I was to step into a casino, somebody asked me, do I still gamble? If I was to step into a casino, you know, one time, that's all it takes. One time, just one time. I know that, right? For me, one time. So, but I also know that it's permanent for me, right? So it's like I'm living in the best of both worlds. You can't fall if your mind's made up. The only time that you can fall is if your mind's not made up. You got to turn on your belief. All right. And I'm going to do my best to read a little bit, some jokes. I got 2 jokes here. Let me see what's going on. Welcome, folks. Let me see who's here. Somebody's here. Jim, welcome. Race, welcome. Out of time. Hey, everyone. Welcome. There's quite a few of you. Who are you? Who art thou? Are you mannequins? I feel like I'm speaking mannequins sometimes on TikTok. Anyways, hey, Jim, what is our problem, Jim? What is our problem? It's in the mirror. Woo! What is the solution? It's in the mirror. I remember I heard this preacher one time. I think he was Nigerian. He was preaching. Of course, I don't buy that stuff anymore, but I remember he was saying, he was talking about people, getting people to believe. He said, your leg is on the table. Your healing is on the table. I remember him saying that. Your whatever it was, it's on the table. Well, in essence, you have to turn on your belief, right? You must turn on your belief. So let me, Jim, that's a great question, by the way. Anybody else got a question? We're going to get into that, Jim. And I hope that you're ready. Let me see. Okay, chat viewing options. Oh, top chat, live chat, all messages. Okay, there we go. Addiction, I think, is good. What is the Jim? Let me see. Addiction. Oh, I got a proverb I got to read here too. Let me get into that proverb real quick, and then we're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at this topic. What is your problem? But I want you to look at this. I want you to think with me here for a moment, okay, folks. Let's go to the third dimension. I want you to think about this, okay? This subject is not about what your problem is. I mean, it is, but it really isn't, right? It's about what is the revelation that your problem is giving out. There's a revelation that your problem is giving out. That's what we really need to focus on. So, what is your problem? You know what I'm saying? Are you getting this? Hopefully we can get into this in the broadcast. I do have a proverb that I want to read here, but addressing the problem, Jim says, addressing the problem is a big challenge. It's painful and fearful. I understand why it's easy to have addictions distract us, to focus these, man. The MTs, man. Watch out for them MTs. They'll get you. All you got to do is just look to the right and to the left. As soon as they'll get you, man. You got to watch out for them. Yeah, well, here's something that's interesting. I gotta do this. I gotta read this real quick. Let me see. Okay, the proverb for today is 1 Chronicles 29:11. Right? It says, Thine, O Lord, is the greatness. This is an attitude of gratitude, big time, man. This is what we need to have every single morning, every single day. I don't care what you're going through. You got to prepare yourself for that evil day. You got to prepare yourself for that. You got to prepare yourself for that fight. Thine, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty, for all that is in the heaven and in the earth is thine. Thine is the kingdom, O Lord, and thou art exalted as head above all. I'll be honest with you, folks. No one can truly declare and get close to God in some form unless God is doing a work in that person. Because we of our own nature, we oppose God. We don't believe in God. So God has to work in us to will and to do of his good pleasure. And if you're grateful, man, thank God. Thank God for that. All right. Let me see what else we got going on. Thank you for visiting, whoever you are there. If you want to ask a question, we're talking. We're holding on to Jim's thought here too. What are we choosing to focus on? What are we aware of our thoughts constantly? Well, we know that. Okay. Hold on a minute. Don't let me get ahead of myself here. Okay. Don't bust my chops, man. I'm just excited. We couldn't do the podcast in the studio, but we're doing it out of the car talk, man. So pay attention to what's happening at Soldiers of Self-Mastery. By the way, if you're new and you're not Soldier Scribed, you are missing out on a blessing. Have you visited soldiersofselfmastery.com lately? You are missing out on a blessing, especially if you're on a bandwagon and you want recovery in your life, permanent, fast, easier, right? EMER. Did I get it right? Or REM, recovery, RME, recovery made easier. So Jim, yes, you're hitting the head on the nail. Check this out. This is kind of interesting. The word problem stems from the Greek word probalin. Listen to this, folks. This is kind of interesting. The word problem stemmed from the Greek word probalin, with pro, meaning before, and balin, meaning to throw. Check this out. Listen, I hope you're taking notes, folks. I took a bunch of notes before I got on the broadcast because I wanted to be ready. I want my mind to explode, not in a bad way. You ever hear somebody say, man, I'm about to blow your mind? Run. Do you want your mind blown? Not me. I want mine grown. You know what I mean? I want it grown. I want my mind expanded. I want it into that third dimension where I can grab ideas and inventions and creativity easily, more easily than I ever could before. Now, does it mean that I fail and mistakes and all that? Of course. We know that there's only one realm where perfection lies. And we shouldn't even use the word perfection. That's a cliche. We should get rid of, you should get rid of the word perfect, by the way. Get rid of it. Just throw it out. Get rid of your, okay, let me get back to this. So, in that context, Balin really suggests an idea of throwing something, as in throwing forth a question or throwing forth a situation. Interesting. Throwing forth a situation, a problem, in this view, is nothing more than a question or an idea proposed. So your problem is nothing more than an idea or a question that's proposed. It's there. It's rearing its head, and it's, hey, I'm calling on you, trying to get your attention before you bang your head on the wall. You get hit, the head rear with the brick of life. It is interesting to note that Balin, to throw, is also the origin of ballistic. This is pretty cool. If you've been in the military, or if you understand what ballistic has to do with, you got ballistic vests and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of Teflon material. Anyways, ballistic as in to throw an object. It is also the origin of metabolism, to throw over or bring forth change. To throw over or bring forth change. 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 That's what you got to get in your head. You want to overcome in your life? Don't be concerned about the addiction. All right, I'll give you the chance to ask me. Come on, ask me a question, or else I'm just going to preach forever. The idea of change or the idea of movement is tied to these words. The idea of change, or the idea of movement is tied to these words. So your problem is a blessing in disguise. Your problem is well, Santos, what's the way you think, right? It's the way that I used to think, and I'm still thinking that way. I got to learn, man. So a problem is not a bad thing. It just looks ugly, right? It may hurt a little bit. You went to the casino, you lost $3,000. Now you can't pay the rent for 2 months, man. Yeah, collateral damage. That's a problem. But you can prevent those things too. So to throw a problem then is similar to that. There is some action. There's action. Problem. You see a problem. Most people run. They get depressed. They want to hit the bottle. Too much weed. Too much of this. Too much of gambling. Right? No. That there's a suggestion there. Folks, we got to get our heads right. You got to get your head right. Just like me. And I might be preaching to the choir here. Am I preaching to the choir? Let me see. Hello, Abdul. Good, my friend. Hi, lost money in the casino once a year in roulette. Lost money a week and control myself a whole year at least. Then do the same thing again. I'm a gambler or what? Well, you are what you eat. Right? You are what you eat. What are you eating, my friend? What are you eating? I mean, if you hang around me, if you hang around this through the videos, I'll tell you, you're eating some pretty good food. And I will change the patterns of thinking. My videos, the things that I'm sharing with you. Why? Because others have shared them with me and they've changed me. So I'm sharing them with you and they'll change you. The challenge is to get yourself to do what, to watch a video. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, a little bit of a journal. That's the challenge that you have. Turning on your belief. That's the challenge. And I'm telling you, I'm scaring people. You know what? I don't know. Maybe Jim's on the subject too of the problem. What the problem is about. People don't want to talk about these things. Most folks do not want to talk about these things. Why? Because most folks, like Jim said, most folks don't want to face them. Be honest, I don't want to face my problems. I don't love my problem. I'm not going to sit here and say, no. But I'm learning something about the word problem. And I'm learning something about that experience. Because the problem is an experience you go through. And remember, there's two coins, right? There's many coins, but there's two sides to every coin. Every experience that you have not just has one side. We can't just blame Biden. You got a lot of people, Biden, we're going to get him. Well, it's a whole mess up there, right? Up in the hill. It's a whole mess, but we can't really blame. Imagine Biden, what conversations he has with his own head Man, the whole world is blaming me. They don't realize it's not even my fault. I'm just trying to do a job. Yep. So, Abdul, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Yesterday's gone. 2 hours ago is gone. There's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Nothing at all. Zitch. You can't do nothing about it. Right? It's gone. It's gone. Today's a new day. It's a new day right now. Well, Santos, I don't feel like it. I don't care if you don't feel like it. You know, if you're in trouble and you're bleeding, you better do something about your situation. Take action. Your feelings will run after you. Believe me, your feelings are not going to be left in your house by themselves. They're not. Well, I don't feel. Your feelings are not going to be left there in your car. Maybe you got a nice car. You drive a fast muscle car. Your feelings, they're going to go after you, man. When you take action and you say, like Jim said one time, I heard him say in the chat, enough is enough. I've had enough. Had enough. Jim probably remembers that one. Anyways, here's my buddy again. So why is it in your life, right? Why is the problem in your life? Why is that specific problem in your life? Go on a journey. Get lost in that. Well, don't get lost. Find yourself. I shouldn't say get lost. You're already lost probably. I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. I'm not saying that in a me way. I'm just being upfront with you folks. Listen, I have my own share of problems and challenges. I could sit here. My studio's gone for now. My studio's gone. I'm having issues with relocating just temporarily. I'm going through some shit. A couple of weeks ago, I walked through the casino and I said, you know what? I manhandled the temptation. And I manhandled the temptation because I prepared myself for these days. I prepare, and I continually prepare. And that's what I'm trying to get you to do. Prepare ahead of time, right? What's the biggest challenge? What's the biggest challenge? What is the motive for your problem, right? Your problem has a motive. It's a motive. There's a motive in your problem. What is the motive? Man, if you can, when you figure out the motive. Jim said the problem. Jim said the answer, or the one that begins to make the solution, is the man in the mirror. I think Michael Jackson wrote a song about, was it him? He talked about the man in the mirror. Kind of an interesting song. The man in the mirror. Well, hey, Jim West, welcome. Out of time. I think there are dolphin noises in his head. In my head, there's dolphin noises in my head. I can hear the ocean. I see airplanes. I see above the earth. I see problems as opportunities, just like that word. It's interesting when we were reading about the origins of the word problem. I hope Jim got some of that. Anyhow, I welcome trolls on my channel. Just be careful. That's all I say. Be careful where you tread, because, you know, once you're blocked, you're blocked. Anyhow, Jim says, why did the casino offer me $500 in free play or out of time? I can bet $250 on red, $250 on black, and walk out with $500. Yep, you can sure. Oh, the president. Oh, I thought you were talking about me, because sometimes, you know, I wanted to do a joke, and I thought, well, I got to share at least something funny here, because we're coming close to the 30 minutes, and I don't know if Jim is still here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for hanging out on a Sunday. We are working on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going to do my best to meet 7 p.m. on Tuesdays or Thursdays. If I'm not there, I will have a video in place, a short video, a powerful, impactful message that if you pay attention, listen, all it takes is just one video to watch it a few times. That's all it takes, really. One video. There is such a thing as a one-hit wonder. Now, am I that good sharing these videos? All I can do is I can just tell you the way I try to understand things, share it with you on the other side. If you're stuck with gambling online, you're casino gambling online, you're betting on animals, roosters, dogs, I don't care. Maybe you're betting on a bat or something, some kind of a weird animal. Or you just like the slaughtery machines. You like to get slaughtered. So you play the slaughtery machine. And you buy slaughtery tickets, right? You go to the Ladbrokes. The Ladbrokes. So I'm speaking with you. And at the same time, I'm speaking with myself, because you know what? I don't deserve what I have. I have what I have. It's by the grace of God, and I'm very grateful that I'm completely free. I'm grateful that I have mind over matter. Mind over matter. Gambling doesn't kick my ass anymore. I kick gambling's ass every day. Every day. You get fired up. Santos, do you get tempted? Do you get tested? No, I don't, man. I live in a free world where there's no temptations and no testings, and I don't fall, and shit doesn't happen to me, and my freaking day doesn't go upside down, and I don't have any of that, man. You know, it's not in my head. I don't allow it to get in my head. I don't allow it. I won't. It tries to. I remember Napoleon Hill from the book, Napoleon Hill, Grow Your Faith. He talked about the problems. He said that he could see them around the corners. They're just hiding, scheming, you know, the temptations, the little problems. And he would spot them up there, and he'd say, hey, come here, come on, come over here. Let me grind you to powder. Come on. He talked to his problems. I see you over there hiding in the corner, just waiting. I know. You caught me last time, tripped me up, pulled one of my socks. I slipped on a pop top. Yeah, I know. But I'm watching you. I got my eye on you. Yeah, I got two eyes, but I got one on you and one on your brother, one on your sister. You know what I mean? Napoleon Hill, man, that guy was in the third realm, man. And I'm telling you, you have to move into that realm. What is that realm? It's another realm of thinking. Problems are opportunities, right? Problems, depression, griefs, trauma, all of those things are stepping stones for healing. You've been brainwashed, my friend. You've been brainwashed. You've been sold a deed of goods. And it's time that we wake up and say, wait a minute, what about this belief? What do I think about this? Or, you know, maybe you're racist. Maybe you're racist in some form. Oh, I'm not right. Let's not go there, man. We're like a jigsaw puzzle, my friend. Yeah, we're all like a jigsaw puzzle. And if we're not careful, those pieces can come off missing, man. Or the missing ones. We want to keep the missing ones out. Those dark pieces that try to fall in place. Keep them out. Anyhow, let me see. JL, welcome. Welcome. Discipline. We all need to develop more self-discipline. And discipline is fun, and gambling's a lie. I said discipline is fun, and gambling's a lie. And the casino is full of slaughteries. And guess what? If you stay in those places, you're going to get slaughtered. Because you're playing the slaughtery. Therefore, you're being slaughtered. So that's the thing about the casinos. Let me see who else. Okay. Is it amazing how many distractions I find myself encountering every moment if I'm not careful? We've been here 30 minutes and we're already getting distracted. You know what I mean, Jim? I only care about one color green. Well, yep. If you don't have the green, you can't make the scene. That might sound a little bit mean, but you must stay clean, so stay out of the casino, or else you're going to be working in the casino. Slaughtery, pottery, all that's going to get broken to shivers. So, I'm excited today. You know why I'm excited? I'm excited because I've been working on this mission for 5 years, man. I've been working on Soldiers of Self-Mastery mission for 5 years. And when this started out, it started out with a couple videos on YouTube. Never ever thought I would be on an international podcast, getting emails from 22-year-olds and 45 and 57 and 60-year-olds and stuff like that. And it's like, this whole thing has evolved, and it's basically just taken me away. There used to be a commercial called, I think it was it Calgon? Take me away, Calgon. Some kind of a soap that you bathe in or something. Well, this Soldiers of Self-Mastery has become my mission, my vision, something that I didn't know, completely understand. So I charge you, as we begin to close this program, I charge you to look at your problems. Is it evil to comprehend? Is it evil? Is it evil to think that your problems are opportunities? Is it evil to think that way? Is it evil to think that your problems can be opportunities? Or or is it evil to look at problems in an opportunistic way? Is that evil? It could be. It could be, right? Because people take advantage of those that are vulnerable. People will take advantage. And there's people out there, they're like, they've got good, they can sniff real good, man. They're like, their senses, man. They're in an altered state. And they can come upon people very, very quickly, and they can pick up things that we might not be aware of. Keep your head up. Is it evil to comprehend problems in an opportunistic way? Okay, and I do have a joke. I said that I was going to do a joke. Didn't I say that I was going to do a joke? Yeah, I'm going to do a joke. I got to try to be funny. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes I'm too serious. So, let me see. This is a little race. Okay, but hold off to your laughter, please. Okay, wait till I'm done. Then you can laugh. Because this one's going to get you laughing. I promise you. This is the funniest. This is one of the funniest little rhyme jokes that you'll ever hear. Okay, so the lettuce head, the faucet, and the tomato. Okay, I think the lettuce was ahead, and the faucet was running, and the tomato was trying to catch up. I can hear you guys laughing there. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of the broadcast here. We're coming to the end. I said I wasn't going to keep it that long. Jim, thank you for your participation. We're going to be back in the studio soon. We are going to be back in the dojo soon. All right? Believe with me. Turn on your belief. We're going to have a greater, improved studio dojo where we can go live, podcast live, and lift up, raise that energy to take your mindset, right? Your mind, mouth, power, congruency. Say it with me. MMPC. Mind, mouth, power, congruency. Take it to another level. Not another scotch, man. Not another taco. We're talking about 10 tacos, man. Raise it. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. All right. I didn't even drink a Red Bull yet. Imagine that, man. Red Bull will give you wings. Woo. So, let me see what Jim has to say. Out of time says cruelette. Okay. Jim says confusion leads to frustration, and it can lead to addiction and self-destruction. We must find understanding. We must find. Good to see you, Santos. Keith, we are still here, so that means we have a purpose. You know, there's a song, Elton John sings a song, and I sing it all the time, karaoke, Philadelphia Freedom, except I sing it California Freedom. Took me knee-high to a man. And in some of the lyrics it says, shine the light, shine the light. Shine the light, won't you shine the light? And then it says, but shine the light upon those that are still left behind, those that are still here. Shine the light, California freedom. Yes, I do. You remember that one, huh? Yes, I do. Okay, who else is here? Come on, who else is here? Who else got a question? Keith has a little bit of a... Oh, by the way, keep this number. Listen, if you're being supported, don't waste your money on the slaughtery machines. Don't waste your money. Listen, couldn't you take... Remember the number 23? Couldn't you take $23 and support this mission? If you're gambling and you're losing money, would you put $23 out before you go give the slaughtery machines, Mr. Slaughtery, the slaughterhouse, where people are bleeding, hemorrhaging? Before you go do that, would it be so much for me to ask you to contribute $23 to this mission? Keep that in mind. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of work. We got a lot of projects. Visit soldiersofselfmastery.com and you'll see what we're doing. You'll see what we're doing. We truly want to help support you on the other side. We're building programs, digital products, digital boot camps. Man, you can watch at home in the privacy of your computer, your phone. They're going to make an impact. They're going to make, I don't care how imperfect they are, they will make an impact. Go to Soldiers of Self-Mastery and check it out. The number 23. So be sure and share. You got a skill, you can do something. Maybe you know how to share videos. Man, I would appreciate if you shared videos. Well, maybe you know how to share them on a few platforms. You could do a couple a week for us. Grow this minute. Listen, I'm not going to be here forever, friend. I'm not. I'm on my way out. A lot of people are coming in. I'm on my way out. What I'm doing hopefully will last to be able to reach 1 million souls. 1 million souls out of the fire. 1 million. Well, that's a big number. No, it's not that big. I probably should be bigger. But 1 million souls out of the fire. Man, we never see those souls out of the fire, man. Men and women living like soldiers out of the casinos, looking back, all the dust and gravel and all that broken road they left behind, looking back and saying, man, I should have did this a long time ago. I should have did it a long time ago, but I'm here. I'm here and I'm going forward. I'm going forward because I know Santos is doing it. Jim's doing it. Cephas is doing it. Somebody else is doing it. Nick is doing it. Dennis is doing it. All right. Here's another little joke for you. Okay. Let me see who's got. I want to make sure I get you guys all in here. I can hear Jim's voice when Santos reads his comments. Legacy Mindset. Salute you, Santos. Salute you, too, for being here. Thank you for being. I hope you guys are getting something out of this broadcast, man, because I am. I'm looking forward to the next one. By the way, this was broadcast 2006, 206, and we're only doing YouTube. We're not doing LinkedIn or anything else like that. So get excited with me. Jim's the main contributor here, but somebody gave me a little. Is that a super chat? Might be a super chat. Maybe not. Man, what can happen if we express hopefulness in tomorrow and in a plan instead of agonizing of our negative? There it is right there. You said it right there, Jim. Right? What can happen? Franklin Pierce. A SAT score changed this way of thinking. An error, right? Franklin Pierce got an error report and changed his mind. It turned out to be an error. But for him, that problem was a true blessing in disguise. Man, that was something else. Okay? Okay, well, what is your problem? Could it be that maybe your belief isn't ignited? Could that be your problem? Right? What is your problem? Remember the topic? What is your problem? It's not about what the problem is, but what is the problem revealing to you? What is the revelation of the problem giving you? Those are wonderful things that you can, we spend so much time doing junk, and little revelations like that will revolutionize the way you live, man, the way your behavior is. Change your thinking. Alter the paradigms in your mind, and you will automatically change your behavior. Alter the paradigms of thought. Earl Nightingale. Dan Graciosi. Right? Alter the paradigms of your mind, and you will change automatically with ease. Recovery made easier, baby. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right, we're coming down to the wire. I'm going to read a couple of more comments here from your end, give you the call to action, and then let me see if I can play another. My buddy Diego, he's a Christian rap guy. He thinks Christian rap type music, and so let me see what else he's got here. And YouTube can't take this from me because it's specifically for me. This is this guy right here.
thinking it's two of the same. Is it just me or you ever feel like one is insane or at least betrayed when someone else is using the brain? Follows or her creating a way enduring the picture when the end of form of art. Feel like the idea of fame and some part could either give anxiety or excitement. Depending on the motive, I know what I'm on my psychic in the hills in the mountains. I'm hiking in this free. Best view of an oversea breathing deep in heaven. Hold it in a minute.
All right.
It's a win-win blowing trees. Nature's what I'm putting Satan in the beast.
Man, it's been an awesome broadcast. Awesome broadcast, folks. I appreciate all of you guys that participated today. I can hear Jim's voice when Santos reads his comments, he said. All right, I guess that's it, folks. Legacy, thank you for being here. Keith, thank you for being here. Jim, appreciate it. We're going to have you on the camera next time. Possibly. I got to get my shit together, right? Out of time. We're out of time. JL, thank you for sharing and caring. And those of you that were on here, Jim West, thank you, Jim. Abdul, I hope to see you again on the next broadcast, Abdul. And so with that said, folks, unless I get a quick question, we're going to be ending the broadcast. I truly appreciate every one of you. I appreciate what you do, especially if it's cool. Let it stick like glue so you don't be a fool. Use that as a tool. Stay close to this community because you know what? This is the place that's going to get you higher. You don't need no flyer. All you need is an invitation to the YouTube station. That's my proclamation. Coach Santos, Stockton, California. Founder, soldier, inventor, and wherever else I can find and dig out of that world because we all wear many hats. We're actors, and that's the factors. Right? All right, folks. We're done with that. And here's my call to action. I don't know if anybody else has anything else they want to ask. Did I lose sound? What can happen? I can hear Jim's voice. Did I lose sound? I don't know. Right. Not sure. Okay, here's my call to action, folks. Remember the number 23 when you think about this mission. So, you know, somebody said, that was on my channel said that I'm a beggar. They said I'm a beggar. That I beg too much. And I read that kind of in a comment. So somebody posted that on another YouTube station. And I thought about that and I said, well, that's interesting. I beg so that I can support you on the other side. You see, I put my income already into this mission. I'm looking for real partners that want to expand this thing and help. And who knows, there might be individuals that would get involved with this mission that might even be able to generate income with us because we support people, right? If you do a good service, a good job for others, you should get paid. And I believe you should get paid very well for it. If you go out there and you do a shit job, you know, there's a lot of people out there, contractors. I remember one contractor did a job for my mom. He put the floor in, porcelain, glass, whatever it is, the glass, the tile. Shitty job. Shitty. I remember I went there, I seen gaps. I said, man, Mom, they took you, you know? And, of course, I felt bad. Never saw the guy. Anyhow, how did I go there? So, here's my call to action. Remember the number 23, right? Yeah, support folks that are doing a good job. Listen, if you got a business, you've got something, I always like to promote Jim Yumoto, our coach here that comes on. He has a great business there. He has a motorcycle program, little motorbike program for people that like to ride bikes and stuff like that. Pretty badass bikes. I don't mind talking about it because I know Coach Jim, if anything goes wrong with the bike, I know Coach Jim will take care of it. He's there for the folks, right? Unlike other people, they sell you shit and they're gone. They don't want to see you and stuff like that. So, again, that's what it's all about. You got something you want to share, you want to come on the camera, you're welcome. Let me know. You're welcome to do that. You can come into that. Take actions, your feelings will follow, folks. Take actions, your feelings will follow. Take actions, your feelings will follow. All right? Or you get stirred up, go by your feelings. Let your feelings drive you. Okay? Your feelings will drive your actions. Right? If you feel motivated, you feel, man, I'm feeling it, go. Your actions will follow. Right? Vice versa. Take action, your feelings will follow. Get motivated in your feelings, your actions will follow. Okay, they work the way. Synonymous. And act as if you can't, or act as if you can. Act as if you can, right? You want that one thing, you want to accomplish, you want to be a non-gambler. You want to be a non-gambler. You don't want to smoke anymore. You don't want to smoke. Well, act like a non-smoker. Well, how do you act like, only you can act, right? I can tell you how I would act as a non-smoker. You figure that out in your head and you start doing it. See how simple it is? All you do is find the solution, right? The problem, I got a problem with gambling. Okay, well, Santos says I can act like a non-gambler, but how do I act like a non-gambler? What's a non-gambler? How would I act? How would I act if I was a non-gambler? Start acting that way. Who says you can't? Who says you can't play that game? I'm telling you, we're screwed in the head, man. We've been sold a bill of goods, lies on top of lies, and even from childhood, my friend. You're traumatized even from childhood, man, and we must wake up. Okay, so your belief needs firing up ASAP. Okay, create a new cycle now. Create a new cycle now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start creating a new cycle now while you're fired up. Okay? Start to create a new cycle. So please share, comment, and like if and when you're supported. Please like and share my videos if and when you feel supported. Woo. All right. Okay. Out of time says, do I have PayPal? Yes. For PayPal, all you need is an email address, if I'm correct. So, let me see if I can even chat here. Should be able to chat, huh? Let me see. Okay, let me see. Yeah, my PayPal is actually, man, I can't type on this thing, can I? Live chat, why can't I type? That's the weirdest thing. Mute, share, save, highlight. If you go to soldiersofselfmastery.com, there's a section on that website that says donations, contributions. There's ways that you can do that there. You can go through that. Or you can send me a message, via email. If there's a particular way that you want to send a donation, we can do that. If you want to do that, I'm open, obviously. All you got to do is just send a message, man. We're here, and we're here 24/7. Well, I'm not up 24/7, but we're here 24/7. You know what I mean. All right, folks. I truly appreciate you guys, man. I'm fired up for the next episode, man. I'm telling you, man. Knock this thing out of the park. All right, folks. I'm going to see you guys on my next episode at the top on the inside. Remember that for yourself. At the top on the inside, because your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Because your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant reminders. Positive reminders, that is. Because your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. With that said, I'm done. Hey, Jim, we're going to be in touch. Jim and I's got some projects going on. I hope we get them together. I know he's been thinking about the project. So, Laura, you're late. As long as you stay safe driving that big truck on the freeways, we're good. All right, folks. If you're late, you can watch. If you're late, I'm telling you, watch this episode over because it's fire. It was fire. Fire and brimstone. Good fire and brimstone for you. So with that said, Coach Santos, Stockton, California. Remember, visit soldiersofselfmastery.com. Keep the number 23 if you're going to donate financially. Keep that number 23 in mind, please. And once again, we're here. This is our community. Email me. Join S.I.T.E.C. And let's make it happen.